Welcome back. Now, let's go. Have a new turn. Survivor, I need to buy a vial of stabilizer. That's active. The first thing you see on entering is the glint of Toshiro's implants like a cat's eyes in the dark of the corridor. He nods you in as you arrive at Sabine's door. The entryway is still dark and you push through the sheeting into the surgery. I have it. Sabine stands with a case open in front of them. A set of vials lined up inside, separated by foam inserts. They pick one up, rotating it in the warm light. I have no idea how, yet again, they trail off. We should treat this with caution. It looks authentic, but I have no idea if it really is what it appears to be. I can say I don't care, or I'm the test case. That seems to be the case. Unfortunately, I'm not sure we have another choice. They gesture for you to sit on the bed. The stabilizer works under a similar principle to immunosuppressant in a transplant operation, in that it stops your body from rejecting the unfamiliar part of itself. In the case of your friend, the unfamiliar part is each of your biosynthetic organ groups, which over time are identified by your body as foreign material and therefore must be eliminated. Sabine holds up a vial of the would-be stabilizer. However, unlike an immunosuppressant, the stabilizer doesn't do this by limiting your entire immune system. Instead, it re-encodes your biosynthetic organs with new protein chains, which act as passcodes within your immune system. The stabilizer refreshes those passcodes, keeping your frame from rejecting all of its own organs. Which means the stabilizer should be able to encode any organic or biosynthetic matter to be accepted by your immune system. They glance away, at least if the stabilizer is genuine. The only way to know for sure is to inject the vial. They begin readying the syringe. I will start with a small dose to limit the risk. Okay, let's do it. How sure are you? I don't have a choice. Sabine cracks the glass neck of the stabilizer vial and uses a syringe to extract a fraction of the liquid. They tap the syringe and you watch as if any sign might emerge from the clear liquid. You barely feel the needle, your frame registering the initial injection, but with little response. A sensation begins to spread from the site, a fizzing, trembling wave that disperses through your arm with incredible speed. Your vision goes white, and when it returns, Sabine appears encased in shards of sparkling light that slowly fade into darkness as you settle back against the bed. You swim in darkness, muffled noises like an argument heard from underwater, prickling waves of cold. When you sit back up, Sabine is sitting in a chair by the window, facing away from you, backlit by the glow of their slate. Awake? The stabilizer is genuine. They sit down beside the bed. I don't know how yet again acquired a case of this stuff, but they did. Sabine looks troubled, distracted. You should rest some more, but you're going to have to do that somewhere else. They gesture to the door. I have other patients, sorry. Sabine nods towards the case. I'm afraid I can't offer you any more doses. You are going to need to pay for your next dose. Silence fills the room and they return to their glowing slate. Looking around the room, it seems different somehow, as if things have moved or shifted. You wonder how long you have been out. Sabine? Nothing comes free, sleeper, remember that. You manage to get to your feet and wander out into the hallway. The queue stretches down the flickering corridor. Toshiro stands impatiently by the door and fixes you with a glare as you leave. You lower your eyes as you stumble past, somehow faintly aware of the station spinning beneath you. Ah! I'm back to stable again with that bar at the top. That's what that was. My energy bar is going down. What can I do? Order fungus? Gonna try it. Does my energy bar go up? Yes. Your mouth stings. This is the good stuff. So I'm looking good. Oh my. To acquire more of that stabilizer is going to cost 100 cryo. Whoa, better get saving. I need to get earning some money. I've been working on manual salvage down here. And these are repeatable actions here. I've figured I might use that one. In there. That's only given me 10 cryo. I've got a real good dice here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yep, I'm just gonna go in and have a look. Okay, I need a half-inch cipher for that. Don't have the match. Don't have the match. No match. No match. No match. No match. No match. So I can't do anything about those. So, I think my focus has got to be on making some money. Go back in here. I was thinking about putting this in the risky one. 50% positive or 50% neutral. Whole dissection. I'm doing it. Got 15 cryo. We're back in business. This is now filled. Every salvager knows they are always just one lucky haul away from the next payday. A debt called in is getting up there too. You arrive into a buzz of activity at the yard. Red blinking lights flash across a vast dark shape suspended below the dome. They flicker across scorched hull plates and bent structures. Spilling from holes in the twisted shape, the cutter is huge and has been torn apart in some violent encounter. She's a beauty, isn't she? Drago stands to the side, focused on the hulking ship as it lowered into the yard. She is. What is it? Looks ugly to me. I should thank you. This place was on its last legs when you turned up, and now look at this. The ship descends slowly, its interior visible through multiple hull breaches. You struggle to gather the same enthusiasm as Dragos for this monstrous craft. You can't help but think of what became of its crew. What happened? What do you mean? He glances at you. I managed to convince our salvager friends to give it to me on credit. That's what happened. No, what happened to the ship? Not my concern, he shrugs. The ship creaks like a calving iceberg as it reaches the base of the yard. Dragos is visibly excited. I know I said you shouldn't stick around, but I'm going to need some help with this one. The drones start to crawl over the hulk, their lights illuminating flashes of dented hull. Watching you wonder if you arrived in a similar fashion, locked inside that container, the wreck of the SNR freighter lowered into the yard like a corpse ready to be butchered. Or was the container delivered to Dragos on its own, a womb for your rebirth into this strange station? You shudder. Perhaps if you could learn something about this ship, you might be able to trace the path that led you to this yard. Dragos squeezes your shoulder. After these past cycles, I think we are up to it. What do you think? You see the fading name of the ship emblazoned on its side, Winter Light. Let's do it or stay silent. He claps you on the back, glad to hear it. Come back in a few, we can make a start. Real beauty, Dragos repeats, perhaps just to himself. You take one last look at the shattered ship as the drones start cutting, and then slip out of the yard, feeling suddenly cold in the empty passage. You completed your first drive. Each drive completed unlocks an upgrade point to spend on upgrading your character. Access your character menu via the arrow button at the top right of the screen. So you go in here. I see I've got one upgrade point available now. So this is how it stands. I started off with just +1 in photosynthetic skin. That's the sunbathe option. So I get to spend... I guess I could spend it, or I could try and save them up. Choices for 1 upgrade point. You see, the list over here goes 2 upgrade points. For +2. So I guess you have the choice really, spend it on one of these or save them up. Efficient extractor, chance to gain random scrap item on engineer actions. There's transfer intercept, chance to gain cryo on interface actions. I'm not able to choose this one because there's a -1 here. And Thrill Seeker, chance to gain energy after any engage action. As tempting it may be, I'm looking at some of the options on +2 here. Self-repair, icebreaker. Instant karma, reroll all your dice once per cycle. I reckon I'm gonna save. I'm not gonna spend that right now. I'm gonna save it up. So the yard, you go in the yard now, this is what comes up. I have a safe option here, but it's a -1 input thing. In other words, if you've got a dice, if I had a dice up here with 2 dots on it, and I put it in here, that -1 would knock the dice down to just 1 dot dice. Forensic Trawl. The safe option, but with -1. Cutter salvage is the danger one. Shipbreaking is tougher than slicing up loose salvage. That pays. So I've got options here. 60 currency to get to pay that toll. That's where you order some fungus. You go back here to acquire a stabilizer, but it costs 100. Play the exchange, that's a -1 modifier. You can sell components there. I can buy scrap here. Unload containers is the danger option. That's the sealed dock. Need to find another key. You can go to the bar. I can buy rations. Bar shift is the risky option. And you got all that. I'm waiting for the cycle clock on that one. Shipyard is at the back. Much more sort of potential work options there. So what I do now is go home. I've got no dice left. I've got to end the cycle. So, my energy's gone down a bit. Got rather more in the way of dice this time. I can do some more stuff. It still says I've got to buy a vial of stabilizer over here. The first, I was given one, that was the freebie. I will need 100 crypto to buy one now, so I won't be able to do that for a while. So I decide what to do. So that'll be this place here. So yeah, 100. Some interesting music in this game. I'll be going ahead and playing some of the live streams I do at the weekend. I can have a closer listen to some of this music, I think. For the chill out streams. So there's a lot of things to potentially do here. Yard clearance or winter light. The option over here will not pay any money though. If I put that in there, that's 50% positive or 50% neutral. Or 50% positive and 50% neutral. Happy to pay a fixed wage if you're up to it. So this is repeatable. Now I'm going to do that. The hull puts up some resistance, but you manage to push through just before your shift is up. So I made a little bit of progress on yard clearance. Yeah, I'm going to have to wait till the next cycle, of course, if I want to do it again. So, I have choices. I've now got 53, and I'm okay for this at the moment. I'm stable. This is yellow up here, so this will take a while to go down. Drago's yard. I can go to this one over here, offloading scrap. I buy scrap. Can unload containers as a danger option. It says +1 there, endurance. That's 100% positive. I got +15 cryo, and looks like I gained some energy for that as well. Okay. So I might be able to assist this one over here, but risky option. Needs all the help she can get. This is 25% positive, 50% neutral, 25% negative. Oh, whoops. That didn't, I don't think that went so well. Go into the eye to have a look in here. No, I don't have a match for that. Don't have a match for that. Nope. I do have a match for that one. This network storage holds corporate records, most of them corrupted by a failed system purge. Yeah, don't know whether to spend it on that or not. Are they both the same? No. Play the exchange, risky -1. So if I put that in there, I get 25, 50, 25. It's risky. I can't do that again, can I? Yeah, I can. Oh. 50 positive or 50 neutral. You finish unloading ahead of the schedule. Oh, I get a warm meal as thanks for your efforts. So if I leave and go back in, I can actually do it again. Oh, I didn't realise that. 25 positive, 50% neutral, 25% negative. I've now got 98, and I'm out of dice. So I go back home and end the cycle. New turn begins, and autosave was 17 seconds ago. The hunted one is going up here, and I've got 3 very good dice here and 2 not so good ones. Energy bar's gone down quite a bit. I got an autosave, so 27 minutes on the clock. See you next time.